I mean,
lost terribly into that 50-50.
you know, that's not. It's a good choice though. I think from both of them.
I mean, you can't go wrong. Listen, as far as choices go, that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, Fairy I think has been sort of falling out of people's top tiers recently. I'm not exactly sure why. There's been a few people out there like, oh yeah, you know, Catalina's just too good. Don't do much Catalina or whatever. But I still think Fairy is plenty good.
I'd be hard to like disagree with you on that one, especially. But I'm curious as well why like the tier list for her, she just oscillates up and down. All right, let's find out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Air to air at first. Nice sweep. Ooh, tries to up dog, gets punched for it. That's what it's called. It's the name of the move. You're gonna have to get used to hearing that. I'm not gonna say it. So they're just, you know, doing fairy things here. I mean, standing at half screen, throwing out, stand heavy.
It's really interesting to see how this matchup works between these two, actually. Just trying to poke, move within and out of each other's range, playing the whip punish game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all there, and just as I say it, Austin gets in there for like a nice corner combo, gets a little bit of set play going, gets the dog out, just goes for the chip, keeps him in the corner. Oh, nice combo.
Not gonna be it? Almost.
Elven Shadow, ooh, actually gets over the 2H there, but just gets hit on the other side when it came down.
Really good showing from Austin so far, showing that keep Elven Shadow in the corner if he needs to.
Elven Shadow just raw goes for the stand H into dog at the start of the round and works out for him. It's pretty cool.
Back to the fairy. That's very good.
Yeah, right? Oh, very nice.
Nice!
Oh, there's an overhead. Into up dog. There's no pressure off of that though when you go for that route. Ooh, dash into spot dodge. Can't really get anything on it.
Listen, my man's feeling himself, and I'm expecting.
Run up into throw.
See Elven Shadow going more for like just the poke game, not like super willing to go in as hard as he needs to anymore. Just kind of like, okay, I can make mistakes. Let's try and gets the hit that he needs.
Yeah, just a raw jump in. Must have mistimed his anti-air there. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh, he thought he was buffering it.
Nice.
Gets the punish. Really nice, really nice. He was trying to buffer it into super there, but he just canceled on block.
Excellent adjustment for Elven Shadow, showing that, you know, he can stand his own against this matchup.
It's another dash up into throw from Elven Shadow.
Listen, it's a good option.
Yeah. Austin's been really good about, you know, sort of converting situations into big damage, but Elven Shadow, you know, he's an old school player. He's really good at just sort of applying pressure, and you can see he just goes for like, you know, one hit into dog or like run up throw, just, you know, playing the neutral really well. Yeah. That's it.
I'm not gonna. I thought that was gonna be a throw actually. I thought I was gonna use Elven Shadow's own technique. I would like to see a little bit more of a actual like kind of put the fear of throw into Elven Shadow from Austin a bit more instead of like constantly going for just like high-low mix.
Yeah.
So far, he hasn't shown that he's willing to go for a throw and just like reset up the set play.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, Fairy's high-low game is really strong, especially behind the dog, but he just hasn't quite gotten the real hard set play rolling yet.
True, true. I can't argue with that. Like you said, dealing with Fairy when you're in the corner with the dog, oh man, nightmare.
Yeah,
not fun to look at, not fun to live with, and I mean, getting out of there is like a relief that I can't explain.
Yeah, yeah. But Elven Shadow takes the first game, and again, just like strong neutral, a couple good reads on like run up throw when he sees him turtling or whatever, and he cleans it out.
Yep. But we do see that Austin, I think, does definitely have a fair shot at taking this as well. Switching to Granblue.
Pick a top tier, right?
Yeah. Pick a top tier, spin the wheel, and you'll get a good option eventually.
So I don't know if that, you know, the Fairy was like a mispick, or you just thought that it was better in the matchup, or what. I'm not sure what the idea is, but
if it was a mispick, he did pretty dang well for it.
Yeah. I mean, clearly he plays Fairy, and you have to set it in the lobby setting. So he set it to Fairy at some point in his life, but
maybe not when he was comfortable, or maybe he was just trying to feel like
oh, the boots.
Ooh. Nice deep wake up. Bit risky in the corner against Granblue, but you gotta show that you're willing to do it.
Oh, the counter hit boot. Why do you get this much damage?
Oh,
the deep
Protect privilege.
throw.
Got reestablished. Just like that, Austin is turned immediately.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's a grand round, right? I mean, he hit like what 3 times. He just hit an EX boot, not even an EX boot, just a counter hit boot near the corner, and that's just half your life gone.
Man. Yeah. So Elvis has got to like do his best to. Oh god. Hey, what?
And he's back in the corner. Oh, nice mash. He lives in Japan. He knows all about Albon.
Oh, he almost confirmed that.
You take yourself out of the corner with those EX boot combos anyways, though, so now he has to go back to playing neutral against Fair.
But he's very much not afraid of just going in when he needs to.
Yeah, for sure. And you can see he's hit like, what, 2-3 whips at this point with boot, just counter hit boot. So,
yeah. Oh, he was right. Elvis felt it, but he hesitated.
Pushing back out with Fair. He gets through with the roll and just a raw fireball in his face? Wow.
Interesting. Not what I would have expected, but I mean, he gets the job done, doesn't he?
Yeah, they're going right back into it. So Elvin Cheddar doesn't want to switch now.
Yeah. So obviously, truly a fairy man, or at least plays fairy man.
Another nice read on the roll there. Gotten through a couple of these whips. The EX fireball into the DP. What's the setup? Goes low.
Use that 2L to its full advantage. Yep, there it is. Wow, that actually traded. I'm surprised.
Oh my god, he hits him with... Oh! The stand H clips the whip, and then he hits him with the boot in the corner again. Okay, he tried to roll through there and gets punished for it. Fairy created a little bit of space for herself. The dog out.
Also, he tried to, like... He's been doing pretty well spot dodging, though, to be fair.
Oh, he has. But, I mean, that time he just spot dodged directly on top of the dog, and there's no way that's going to work out for you.
Good capitalization in that situation, despite like, not probably getting the full screen pressure he wanted.
Nice confirmed. El Machado takes a round there. So it looks like he stabilized a little bit. It was a close round, but he was back in it.
Wow.
Round start DP, madman. Goes for the Rekka, too.
I can't even say. This character just, it enables you, man.
It's very enabling.
I bet Austin's having the most fun of his life playing this character. Just like, wake up, DP, round start, DP.
Yeah, you can see Elvin Chatter just really trying to create space for himself here, and it's working off for him. Austin's clearly like very happy pressing this button. Oh, and he gets the run-up throw. He's got such a good sense for that,
I think Austin might need to slow it down a bit. Like, he shouldn't be afraid of running in, obviously, but he should also be a little afraid of just that, constantly pressing something on wake up against stuff.
I mean, he like half of his health that round was just him running at Elvin Shadow in the corner, and Elvin Shadow just pressing jab, jab, jab,
which is especially not what you want in the corner with Gran. You want to like establish that I'm going to frame trap you, and then I'm going to counter hit one time and get like 25% of your health.
Yeah, I mean, like the round before that, or the game before that, he did a lot of work sort of standing at range from the corner and like sort of whiffing stand heavy or to you or whatever, and like just sort of counter hitting the fairy buttons. But that round he was just very invested in running in, and he just sort of got hit a lot.
I'd be interested to know if he probably got a little frustrated having to play against the fairy, wait your turn, finally in the corner, okay, now I have to space specifically to get this pressure, instead of just like what he was doing there, where it's like, run up, more pressure, more pressure, more pressure.
Yeah, he
and not minding the spacing even a little.
Yeah, he really wanted to just apply heavy pressure there, and he just sort of forgot about his spacing, I guess. But I guess that one goes to Elvin Shadow.
Yeah,
so
clean
congrats
match.
To him. Nice clean,
Very
nice clean match. The Grand Switch looked like it was going really well for Austin there at first, but sort of stabilized it in the last game. Did really well.
I did actually think that that was going to be Austin's game the first time he switched to Grand, because I was like, surely, like, the instant I saw that damage, I was like, I mean, he's got this. Surely he's like trying to get those situations as much as possible, right?
Yeah.
And it seemed like he was doing pretty well. It wasn't by any means like a stomp either, so it's hard to say what could have happened if he just maybe took a breather.
Yeah, they were all close games. It's rounds like that sometimes, or games like that, I guess, that sort of make you understand why people think that Gran is at least a tier above Fairy when you see that, you know, she's like landing like 10, 12 hits, and then, you know, Gran just lands a counter hit boot and the round's kind of over.
But that's kind of what I love about like Granblue so far is that I've noticed that a lot of characters that are good at this game, like they're not good at every other matchup. They're just like specifically really good against certain characters, and then they're just generally good against like other good characters. It's not like this character stomps like 4 characters that are also good, and it's just how it is, and you have to hold that.
Yeah. So up next we've got Callisto versus HB.
Ooh.
So once again, you know, I'm kind of learning who people play as we go along.
I know who Callisto plays.
You know who Callisto plays? Who's he play?
Yes, he's been posting. He posted about it nonstop in the beta, and I'd be surprised if he swapped. It's Catalina.
He's a cat player.
Yeah, he didn't
That makes sense.
not shut up about it when the beta came out. He did not shut up about when the game released. If he switched, I'll eat something, food probably, just to be safe in case of the OS. I don't want to be surprised.
The sort of the opposite of Fairy is, well, not really the opposite, but it's a character who I think everybody thought was high tier starting off, but sort of, you know, high to like whatever. And then now I think a lot of people are looking at her as maybe the best character in the game. You know, it's just so hard to approach some of her buttons now, and she gets so much damage in a lot of situations that you know, even mid-screen, like she gets just tons of damage. She gets corner carries really well.
Why play neutral when you have 5H? It's just so good.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm sure there are some downsides to this character, right?
Sure, yeah, why not? So yeah, there's Catalina and Fairy again. So
yep, popular choice.
Yeah, it's a good character. It's a versatile character, and it's fun, I think.
I mean, I can hardly anyone who has like an instant overhead conversion option is like immediately kind of sick to look at. Just what they do.
Like she's got good like zoning buttons, sort of plays the range game, and then she can get sort of like this this set play train rail. It's a little fun, but let's get right into the first round.
Really?
Oh, the sweep!
I was actually just thinking about like the only thing that really makes Fairy kind of reasonable in this game is the fact that they didn't go crazy with their hitboxes and not having any hitboxes. They were just definitely trying to make it so you could fight her. In some cases, it wouldn't be easy, but it's doable.
Yeah, and that's sort of like a general thing in this game. Just DP's out of the setup, tries to get a corner combo, but just gets a combo anyways, you know?
Listen, that was advanced plant mix. I don't know what
hit with the up dog.
Alright, just got something against his own.
Oh, nice. Oh, it's just close enough to hit there.
Didn't do anything after that hit, just stayed there and expect
that up. Pressure goes for the throw.
Clean round.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Let's see if this is going to adapt to that. Round start 5H. No, not 5H. Wait. He's been dodging those projectiles really well.
Yeah. But it's hard. Ooh, wow, the double stand H. The counter hit. That's crazy. Yeah, it's actually, and Elvin Shadow did a really good job of this last game, but it's really hard in neutral to get the dogs on people. Or cats, I guess. Yeah, cats.
The creatures.
Okay, sets up the super.
Wow.
Yeah, it's actually not too hard to get under that super on reaction. You kind of got to put it out when someone's knocked down, or else most characters have an option to get under it. But yeah, that's the game from HB right there.
Doing really well. Keeping a solid lead. Let's see if he can hold it. Callisto trying to do his best to get back in.
Yeah, Callisto's having a hard time navigating the 5Hs here. He hasn't quite been able to get in. That was a very long run-up throw attempt. Okay, gets under the setup there. Yep. Gets hit with the VP.
Trying to get out of that.
Just one little tap from the dog there, that's fine.
Could be
spot dodge. Yeah, Callisto, he's looking to counter hit one of these buttons. He got one like right at the beginning of okay, the setup. Crossover.
That was gross.
Into the super. Combo, but he's gonna get the setup here. Drill kick.
This is gonna be sick.
Oh, it runs out.
Ran out. Wow. I thought I was gonna go for sure.
But now they're back to neutral, and HB has a substantial life lead here. Callisto's got to find some way to convert into super here.
HB's also been shown to like do better in these neutral situations so far.
Yeah. Runs up 2L. Wow.
I'm surprised HB didn't even try and challenge him with blood bag the whole time though.
Yeah, that's great.
Patience. Was expecting him like the DP or
Wow,
something
it's
crazy.
the lunge.
Oh!
EX lunge, that's it, yeah. Finally, he got the nice spacing on his button there and buffered it into the EX lunge for the corner combo.
Did really well in that situation. Man.
There's the setup, goes cross up again and hits him again.
Yeah, that... I don't know how he would deal with that set, but just with DP.
Wall bounce, takes the hard knockdown, doesn't set anything up. Okay, gets the raw whip.
Yeah,
Oh,
really
doesn't yeah. Twice in a row, and then he tries to DP the pressure off and gets blocked. Doesn't need a big punish for it, though.
It's been hard to answer this character.
Yeah, and Fairy, to be fair, Fairy has one of, I would say, the worst anti-airs in the game. Her 2 H's is pretty sad.
Oh, that's
Get
damage.
Counter hit overhead, into super.
So much damage.
The super
Still?
Is this gonna kill?
Oh my god. No. That'd be sick. No.
Oh, not quite. He's got a little bit of health left.
Oh, there it is.
Run up throw. All right,
Good
Callisto
job.
back in it. Takes game 2. He looked a lot more confident there. you
Yeah,
know? I think,
excellent
you
job
know,
converting.
yeah, he did a good job converting, and he also, I think, read a lot of the situations better, right? He didn't get hit with every DP. He like got over some of the pressure with jumps and things like that. You know, just sort of got around, stopped Fairy from playing their own game. Gets hit with the DP there, though.
Really risky move at the end of last one where he just ran up and went and throw. Not even like risked it all for the brisket.
You gotta go for it sometimes, you know? Oh, misses his anti. He's too early. His reactions are actually too good.
I think Callisto might have a different opinion of this. Well, there'll be two options. He'll either run with it and say, "Yeah, man, I'm a god," or he'll be like, "Did you watch the same game I was playing?" And as I joke, HB dies. It like just kills Callisto. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was a quick round.
Alright, let's see if Callisto can make the adjustment though. He's clearly shown that he can do so when he needs to.
Ooh, nice lunge. He's showed consistently that he's not afraid to throw these lunges out just in neutral.
I think that's maybe like one of his best moves because of that specifically, where like if he throws a projectile within Fairy's grab range in that way.
HB has gone for the cross up, I think every time he's gotten that setup.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, EX lunge onto the dog. Counter hit overhead.
Oh, he's in the corner.
Nice. The DP. The pressure goes low. The quick 2-hit confirm.
And that's the Guilty Gear player classic, the MP jump.
Battle 3, engage.
Jumps. Didn't press a button either. I'm actually surprised. Yep, there it is again.
HP. Okay, just DP's off the pressure that time.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to deal with that situation again.
Callisto really trying to bait the throw tech there, but HP wasn't having it. It's like Street Fighter 5. Just take the throws, everyone, please.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
there's the EX. Gets the combo. Jumps.
DPs
Eats
immediately
the
after.
DP.
That was a very bold DP.
Yeah, it was.
You know what? I respect it. Just don't do too much. Let's not make it happen. Dodging these projectiles. He can't do another one because he's gonna grab him if he doesn't. Actually.
Yeah, he's been really good about that the past couple rounds here.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah,
saying
EX whip right through it. Yep.
And then he goes to the cross up again.
Please block cross up. That's like 4 times in a row now.
Listen, if you get the moment, you always think like, okay, this time he's not gonna go for the cross up. But it's also showing that he is indomitable and will win.
Yeah, nice work from Callisto. He really pulled it around there. It looked like for a while there he didn't really know how to play the neutral, and then he finally started hitting his rhythm, counter hitting some of the buttons, pushing him into the corner. And
I actually really liked Callisto's corner situation with like against HP and how he was handling it. He seemed like once he got him in the corner, he got a lot more confident with his game plan, and I think that's what helped him come back into this game more.
Yeah.
Because in neutral, he was struggling trying to get into there too much, and then once he finally got like one corner situation, he's like, okay, I can still make this work. I just need to slow it down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a situation, and I think like it kind of commented on it during the game, but he started throwing out more just like lunges in neutral to try and counter hit. I think that's more of an active option to try and counter hit the buttons and stuff. That'll also get under the dogs if Fairy's just trying to set up pressure that way, and that seemed to work out well for him. Hit a couple counter hit lunges, which the corner carry on that move is just
so good.
It's insane.
Who do we got up next? Zack in the Box versus Togenki.
Yeah, Zack in the Box and Togenki.
I don't remember. I saw Zack in the Box playing, but I don't know if he's sticking with what he was playing or if he's changed because of the new characters.
Yeah.
It's been. I think. Was it Narmaya? I don't remember. I think it was Narmaya.
I'd love to see some Narmaya.
I would too, actually. That character is pretty cool to watch.
She's pretty interesting. You know, it's like in a game where every character has 4 moves, she has 8 moves. So, you know,
yeah.
Who doesn't love that?
At a cost. At a cost.
At a cost, yeah. And I think people are trying to figure out, people are figuring out some more stuff with her, you know, too. Like, when she first came out, everyone was like, the buttons are stubby, none of these specials are that good, whatever. And, you know, she's starting to show up.
Yeah, but she can convert from like everything.
Yeah.
If you're prepared.
Yeah.
Which does seem to be the devil in the details for this character, which I'm a fan of, actually. I like that if you're willing to play this a certain way, you can convert off of every situation. You just have to be ready for it.
Yeah, and it's fun having a more technical character. You know, I see people posting stuff online where it's like, oh yeah, you know, if you stance switch during, because you can stance switch while you're doing moves or whatever. You know, if you stance switch during every one of these like normals in a block string, you get better block string pressure or whatever. It's cool having a character where you're kind of doing a lot of stuff, cycling those options.
Yep, can't disagree with. Well, can't disagree with that. Yeah.
So we'll see if somebody plays her. Who knows?
Oh yeah, this is all hypothetical.
Yeah, it's all hypothetical. Who knows? We might get Fairy again, but
I'd be psyched to see Ladiva. She's a great character.
Ladiva's great.
Grappler.
That's a scary grappler. It's been so long since.
So good.
Yeah, it's been so long. I feel like since a game has felt confident, being like, what if we had a grappler and they just, you know, once they get in there, there's just nothing you can do. You know, every once in a while you just eat far standing mid into EX headbutt, and then you're in the blender and gotta guess a couple times. You know.
Yep. You get in the corner against her, and then you know the true meaning of fear, and you just hold that. You're constantly thinking, do I DP? Don't I? I'm not sure.
Oh, it looks like Togenki might have gotten DQ'd. Okay. So then...
Might be Macho Arneezy, looks like.
Macho and Arneezy?
We'll figure it out. But what have you been playing in this game, actually?
I started out playing Vasaraga, and recently I've been playing a little bit of Beelzebub, but I think I'm going back to Vasaraga.
How are you feeling on that? I know everyone has their own opinions, so I'm curious.
About Vasaraga or about Vasaraga? I think he's fine. I think that he definitely loses to the top tiers, which is a problem. But I think that like one of the cool things, one of the reasons why I'm really enjoying this game is like every character, like they definitely have some juice that makes you feel strong, right? Like every time I hit like far standing heavy, like you know, I get like a far standing heavy on block into like a meaty shoulder. If I get like the plus frames shoulders, I'm like, what are you gonna do? You can't do shit about it. You gotta sit here, you gotta eat my pressure. There's nothing you can do, you know? I think they did a really good job of sort of balancing characters out, right? Making everybody feel like they have juice.
Which you'll love to hear, because it's very, very common to hear like a game comes out, there's like 2 good characters and a bunch of them are like okay. It is. Then everyone sees those 2 characters. You know how it is.
But yeah, I've got Macho Arneezy, and it looks like it's going to be Lancelot versus Gran, who are 2 very...
Believe in victory.
gonna be interesting to see how this goes. Actually, let's see what they got for us. I know Macho's Lance from just watching past like Logans.
Yeah.
Pretty fun Lance to watch. Ooh.
Oh yeah, Lancelot's a fun character to watch with all the teleports and stuff. Setting up the pressure. Oh, gets the combo off the fireball. Corner combos. Get the links. Yup.
He's got this. He's got this.
Sets it up. Goes low.
Is this gonna be a commentary cursed it, but
Oh, he gets the overhead. It's
I'm sorry,
meaty.
what was that? I'm sorry.
Into super.
Man,
The meaty overhead setup. Beautiful. Perfect. The 5 golden letters.
I don't think Macho like stopped to consider not pressing button one time during that entire thing. I think
Yeah.
he pretty much just was like, I'm doing something.
Oh,
He is playing StarCraft right now.
Yeah, he's
This is
playing a
100%
one-player game here.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of damage.
Set up the fireball.
Yep.
Did he try and he must have tried to DP through that there, right? Because he just got hit by the fireball immediately.
That's what I would imagine.
Oh, the
yeah.
counter hit double perfect. You hate to see it. Maybe you love
Yeah.
to see it. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on who you. If you're sick of Grant's,
Yeah, right?
if you're sick of Grant's Tim's being up your jaw, then you might be happy to see it.
Yeah, I haven't played that much. I haven't played against that much Lancel. I think he's definitely a less common character than Gran. Anyways, it takes slightly more effort, but it's cool to see a good one.
Alright. For once, Macho took damage and a second to not go in immediately. But now, as I say that, he's back.
Rack up in the corner.
Alright, oh
Oh,
no!
the anti-air into the corner. He's
This will be so much. Alright. Oh,
and again, he just gets hit by the meaty projectile.
yeah, Arneezy's, I think, like, trying to jump out of situations where he shouldn't be,
Yeah.
like, with those projectiles. And he shouldn't
Yeah.
be DPing through those either, but the instant, like, he has to be looking for the over, because Macho's done that twice in a row where he's like,
Oh, the
fireball
raw
set.
6-6H.
no fear, damn Macho. But, like, Macho's done, like, fireball setup, and then the last hit that's gonna kill, he's done the overhead. And I think, like, Arneezy needs to be aware of those situations.
Yeah.
And also maybe not super familiar with, like, the setup. There it is. the XP.
Okay, gets the XTP out there.
But he's gotta do something.
Yeah, he gets away from the DP there, but that's not going to hit anyways, so he just kind of gives up his pressure.
All right.
Okay, pushes
Grand
Lance
time.
into the
Oh my
corner.
God,
Wow,
he's
good
pressing buttons.
match.
Who would have guessed? Yeah, he's gotta be frame trapped against Macho, I think. I think Macho is going to mash every instance he gets until proven otherwise.
Okay, hits the super there.
Good damage.
Corner pressure, but he just gets out for free with that DP.
Yeah. And this won't be dead, but the next hit.
Gets the setup, goes low again into super.
Man. Macho, not a bad showing from Arneezy that last one, but he had to have pulled that out a lot sooner.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he didn't get the download at any point, right?
He didn't have time. He didn't think.
Yeah, he didn't have time, right? Sometimes that happens, you know. It's just one of those games. You're in there, you know,
he was
maybe
not
he
given
missed
the
his,
time. Sorry.
you know, like maybe he missed his timing on his wake up deep. Maybe he, you know, really thought that he was going to go overhead one of these times, but he just got hit a bunch of times in a row, and sometimes that just happens, you know?
Yeah, you gotta be prepared for the train sometimes, and other
Yeah.
times you just get ran over.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, use that as a learning experience.
Yeah, Arneezy, Macho looking strong, though.
Very strong. Didn't really seem to even hesitate doing anything. Which, you know, that man's committed to his decision no matter what. Which you always gotta look at how that person is like willing to do that and what they're going to do if they need to adjust.
Yeah, and I mean, Arneezy, looking at the bracket here, he had actually won his first round match 2-0, and then made it up against Macho, who had a bye first round. So, you know, obviously no slouch on his own, but Macho just making it look easy, you know?
Yeah, and you know, Arneezy could always come back. We don't know. He's like possibility to come back and just show what he's got.
Yep.
Who do we got next?
Yeah, moving pretty quickly through this bracket here.
Yeah. Kizercrate
We've got
versus Trev.
Kizercrate and Trevward.
Percival
Kizercrate.
The homie Kizzer crate. Oh, we've got Percy
Perk
and
gang,
Beelzebub. This will be spicy.
I know Kizzer to be a member of Perk Gang, which also don't really see that many Percivals actually.
Yeah, it's a character who, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of opinions out there. Everybody's got their own opinion on, like, you know, Percival. But, he's cool. He's fun. He's got the charges. He's got, you know, the like gunflame type pressure, really strong corner pressure. He's a fun character.
As for me with Beelzebub, I've only seen him in Twitter video combos and that like pressure and neutral situation, so I'd be interested to see what he's got.
Yeah, Beelzebub's a fun character. He's got,
I know he's got the Azrael teleport dash.
he does. That's his unique. It's just a teleport, you know.
Except it's like so much faster to act out, which is crazy. Nice.
It's his projectile jump over there. Okay, nice. Knocks him down low. Goes for the DPs it.
This seems to be
Yeah, they're just
each other
sort of trying to find their spacing. The setup into the throw there. Yeah, that light fireball there doesn't seem to be working out too well for him. He's gotten it jumped over a few times. With
Speak of the devil.
Beelzebub, you know, sometimes you kind of have to try and go for that light fireball just to establish that you have a quick fireball to make people block the medium one, which is the one that covers like the entire screen. But he's just getting it jumped over every time, so he hasn't really established it as a threat this whole time. Oh, it just gets jumped in on. Eats the corner combo. Gets the charge. Teleports out. Okay, nice. So at least
Good recognition for Kizzer, just give up that situation and not try to engage unnecessarily. Like let Beelzebub come in.
Oh wow, good confirm. Tried to go for the EX dive kick there, but just gets hit out of it.
Nice game.
Run up throw. Oh, the DP.
Yeah, that was actually really risky. I think Beelzebub could have killed him there if he blocked that TP.
Yeah, Beelzebub definitely could have killed off that.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
All right.
Engage.
That's why you do it. You know they never expect it. Get straight up 1-0.
I mean, truthfully, yeah, Kizzer hasn't really been doing that a lot as an option.
Yeah, and I mean, if you fight a Percival online, let me tell you, they'll definitely let it rip.
I think Kizzer's been doing a really good job of showing that he's willing to be both like wild and patient. Like in that situation precisely, just like I'm gonna take this throw or I'm gonna block.
Oh,
Nice
safe jump. No punish though.
Such a good
Hey.
button.
You can actually take the corner there off of that combo, but apparently doesn't know about that. Yeah. Oh, nice overhead.
Blocks.
To the EX. Okay, the EX fireball. EX dive kick. He's just popping all of his cooldowns.
Yeah,
Gets the
and it worked
pressure.
out.
Yeah, goes meaty low.
Surprised. I felt the DP on that one, but I guessed wrong.
Yeah, I mean, he let it rip earlier in the round, so I think he probably thought he had established it. There's the medium fireball. That's the one that covers more space.
Can you spot dodge through this?
You can.
How lenient is it to like quick dodge those?
It's pretty easy to get through those. But then he's got the EX one, which throws a light one, and then a medium one, which is significantly spot. You know, that's the mix-up.
Trying to get his way out.
Smash out there. Oh, gets DP'd.
Trevor's actually doing pretty decent at keeping him, not letting him out too much.
Yeah, he is.
Pushing him back in.
Keep the pressure going.
He's got the health
And-
as well. Doesn't need to overextend.
Yeah, like both these characters, they've got pretty similar ranges they like to play at, you know, like in terms of what ranges their buttons are at. So it's been interesting. Oh, it goes for the command grab super. And that, I think that's enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I didn't see how much his health was at before it went to the flash.
That was a really
Just
good recognition.
Empty
of, like,
jump command grab super. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Could've
And the
done
range
anything.
on that super is so short. You can't really hit it off of like a tick or anything. I think the only tick you can do is like point blank, stand light into command grab. So you just had to empty jump into it there. Starts off with the EX fireball.
But I do think the empty jump probably helped him even more because like with the empty jump, there's so many options. That's the greatness of it.
Yeah. And Beelzebub's got really good air options too. He's got his jump U, which has a massive hitbox, and he's got the multiple different time dive kicks. So, you know, he's a character who a lot of people could be afraid to anti-air. So it's a good option.
Alright. Ooh. Oh no.
Nice. Into the throw, and that's it. Quick round.
Yeah, that was a really good round from Kizzer. I love seeing him like making these on-the-spot decisions of like reacting to what Trevor's doing and like just coming up with a decision on top of that.
Yeah. Now he's got Trevor in the corner.
Yep. I don't think there it is. I was just about to say I don't think I've seen much of that
Yeah.
teleport. And as I was thinking that thought, Trevor was out.
It's very punishable if you're looking out for it. Got plus frames, mashes out of the plus.
I mean, you gotta appreciate someone who doesn't over abuse like an option everyone knows is good. Oh no.
Goes for the DP, gets punished.
Alright.
Not huge damage though.
Yeah, he's aware it's not a combo.
Yeah, spin. Okay, mashes out. He's going for the overhead there. There's the command grab.
It's over.
Into the super. This is gonna be scaled, but I think that's enough, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's total.
Definitely.
Man, good win from Kizzer.
Yeah, very nice. So Kizikray takes it 2-1.
Interesting matchup.
It is, yeah. Like I said, they play at sort of similar ranges with their butt, and they've got, you know, they've both got sort of oddball Shoto options. I guess they both got a fireball. They both got sort of these forward advancing specials and DPs, you know. So it's interesting to see the ways in which like the little differences in their moves play themselves out. But
And how the player like is comfortable using certain tools better than others.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, Kizikray looking good though with this Percival.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't try and like put the fear of the command grab into him at like all that much. He was really I mean, he didn't really need to, I suppose. He did like simple lows into throws plenty of times.
Yeah, I mean, it only came out once, right?
Yeah, like near the end for the win.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like we're gonna go down to the losers bracket for this match, and we're gonna see Vesperio versus T-Bola.
Vesperio versus T-Bola. We're
this is
winners.
Oh, we are. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just the bottom half of the winners bracket. That's my bad.
Now, I love this game especially because in watching an online tournament or just any of the local tournaments, you get to see people, you know, from all of the scenes playing. We've had, you know, Zach and Box playing Street Fighter, Uni. You got Callisto, anime player, and then you got not an often person, but a friend of mine, T-Bola. I know him from BB Tag. Didn't expect him. He's anything Zeta.
He's a Zeta player. Yeah.
Yeah.
Loane and Zeta.
No, wait. I'm sorry. I missed. He's Loane.
He's on the Loane.
Vesperio is Zeta.
Okay, he's a degenerate. I see.
Listen. Yeah, a little
Nice
bit, a little bit. But he's honest about it, so you gotta respect that. If nothing else. Yeah, low tier beat low tier. Let's see who wins. The superior low tier. Who will win?
Yeah, like I said though, even like the low tier characters in this game, they've definitely got stuff they can do.
No, yeah, for sure. Like, how many times has you seen someone complain about Loane and like being bad, but like someone loses the entire game because of yourself?
Getting a little bit of food out. Ooh, nice spot dodge. Gets
And
the
to
throw. Oh, it doesn't back throw though. Puts back in the screen.
Ooh.
Sets up the tank. Homie's coming out. Nice sweep. Nice confirm.
T-Bola looking nice out here.
Yeah, it looks real nice.
I mean, I gotta root for my man T-Bola, but I do like Zeta as a character. I wish it was maybe not as bad as people thought she was, but quote unquote bad. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I think she's all right, but she's got some weaknesses. Nice corner combo. Sets up the pressure. Overhead into combo.
That's up so cool.
Oh, the counter hit overhead. And Loane has, you know, one of the most deceptive looking overheads in the game, right? He's one of the only characters that doesn't like jump and go up in the air. He just sort of leans back.
You're telling me I got hit. Nice answer with the jab.
Yeah. Nice dodge.
T-Bola not getting hit by any of these fireballs.
Gets hit, doesn't get the combo though.
Yeah, it seems like Vesperio's been having to just play like a really poke-heavy game and not getting much of a chance to like run a set. Like,
Yeah. Another run-up throw. Gotten so many of those this game.
Ooh.
Oh, a little late on the spot dodge, or a little early, sorry, on the spot dodge there.
It works out for me. T-Bola not willing to fully engage in that situation.
With the counter. Runs up behind the tank.
Ooh.
Gets the knockdown. Sets up another one. Oh, homeboy gets hit.
Wake up overhead? Wow. No.
Oh,
Finally
gets
hits the
hit on
laser.
the meat. Nice. Oh, clash, clash, clash. Oh, into the,
That was sick.
into the match. Very nice. Sets up the missile. Blocks all of it. So he just used that chance to get some meats. He's going in the human pyramid though.
Yeah, he can't punish this. Well,
that's not enough.
as things could have gone, it could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah, it looked like Vesperio kind of knew what he was doing. There are definite ways, you can Google them, that you can sort of negate these low-aim supers more or less. It looked like he, pretty much knew what to do there.
I think you kind of have to, especially in cases like these where, like,
Oh yeah.
You gotta fight these low-aims.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to be a tournament player, that's the kind of stuff you got to know, right?
Well, you would hope.
You would hope.
That setup is so...
Blocks the over. Oh, doesn't block it. Actually gets out with the EX counter.
Nice.
Oh, doesn't get the combo though.
Gets the throw though. What's that? Nice tech. Oh, insane. It's low-aim time.
Sets up the missiles, goes to the other side. Homeboys come out and he just popped all of his cooldowns.
It's interesting to see how people manage like their cooldowns.
Yeah.
I think I'm noticing T-Bola is just like, fuck it, it gets used against
Here it is. Here's Yugu.
Alright.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He was so confident.
Yeah, he did the dash forward. Dude, stay close to it, right? But didn't quite have the rest of the game plan down. Got hit there.
It's rough. I don't blame him on that one. It is how it is.
So congrats to your friend T-Bola.
Yeah. He's a degenerate as always. So.
Low-aim players. We all know one or two of them. They're out there.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Listen, I mean, we're both coming from BB Tag. We can't say anything about who's a degenerate. It is how it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of BB Tag player, Shenanigans versus Macho.
Versus Macho. Macho's back versus Shenanigans.
Now, I know what type of person Shenanigans is, so I can already kind of tell you what to expect. It's kind of a big Lancelot vibes of I'm pressing buttons when I want to press buttons. Interesting decisions happening, but I don't know. That's in tag. It might be a different situation in this game. We'll see.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe he's really respectful now. Maybe he's matured a lot.
I would be surprised. Is all I'm gonna say. Although I would enjoy it if he was the same, because just seeing people do crazy things in this game is always fun. Like the 7 clashes in a row, that was hype.
Yeah, no, that was very cool. It was especially cool because it ended with what?
They whiffed over each other's butts.
Yeah, T-Bola went for the quarter circle back and completely whiffed over the top of the Zeta like crouch light or whatever. It was cool.
Top 10 anime fights.
Yeah, definitely.
Zeta versus Loain.
Yeah, well, it's like neither of them has a real playing against Gran or whatever. That's definitely just jab DP every time.
Man, that was a fun match. I love it.
That was fun, yeah. 2
low tiers made probably a super entertaining match.
Yeah. And they're not just like low tiers. They're fun characters to watch too,
Yeah. I'm actually really curious to see, like, I like to ask everyone who's playing a quote-unquote low tier, like, what would you do to buff your character?
Yeah.
Just love to see what people's opinions are.
Have you asked T-Bola what he would do to buff?
I didn't even know he played Loain.
Oh, there you go.
I only get to see him at Skokie Ignite, only on Fridays.
Which, unfortunately, doesn't look like it's going to be happening for a little while. But
True, unfortunate, but it'll be there for us when we come back.
Yeah, and fortunately we got people like Low Kick here throw in these online events. I know there's a lot of scenes right now that are starting to run these online tournaments, doing what they can in these strange times.
I mean, someone's got to be pressing buttons,
right?
Can't just be playing random people online.
Okay, so we've got Shenanigans on Beelzebub. Macho back on the Loain again.
Yep. This will be interesting to see. Actually, I don't know how Beelzebub favors against this character.
Yeah, I mean he's got a DP, so you know he should
Not terrible. Yeah.
have options. He's not just gonna get rushed down forever, like my poor struggle main Vasaraga. But
I think Macho also like respecting a little bit that you guys like have to maybe figure out what he's gonna do as well, because he did just immediately go headfirst into him.
nice sweep.
Good
the throw. Oh, teleports the other side.
Almost confirmed.
Yeah, it doesn't quite confirm it.
Nice counter hit.
The auto combo into EX Fireball. That's fine.
Ooh, that's
Nice
really good
confirm.
conditioning.
Into the ball.
Love to see Shenanigans confirming off of the conditioning of I tick through you last time. Good
Yeah.
Again. Psych.
The command throw on Wake Up.
What did I say? Of course he was gonna do that.
Very. It's a really good option there.
No, of course. Even if he got counter hit, he wasn't gonna die, and they'd be like, "Yeah, but I didn't die though."
Yeah. A lot of people forget. Not a lot of Beelzebub's even used much, you know, because it's his second super. It's the like non-standard super motion, so people just sort of forget about it sometimes.
It's got iframes, right, on wake up. Like if you
Yeah,
do wake up.
it does.
So yeah, it's. I mean, it's a perfect option against safe jumps. Is the thing. But of course, like if you fight the matchup, you have to recognize
Nice
like
confirm.
they might do that. No offense. Good.
Yeah, it looks like
Really? Huh.
didn't get the counter hit set up there, or else that ball would have comboed. But
surprised it didn't
yeah,
happen.
the Shenanigans seems to really like doing the EX Fireball, the combo ender. It looks like he gets saved.
Which is an interesting use for it, for sure. Rather go for the safe jump pressure setup rather than just have a combo enter.
Yeah. Oh, too early on the anti-air there.
Luckily, didn't go
Okay,
too bad.
into Super Skybound. All right, just enough. We get the anime.
You'll love to see it.
Oh yeah.
Shenanigans is doing pretty well against Macho.
Yeah, that's a good look. You know, compared to how we saw Macho look in the last game. You know, it's pretty impressive.
True. But Shenanigans showing he's not a slouch either. Let's see if
Yeah.
Macho can make the adjustment to come back though.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like Shenanigans was doing a really good job of sort of rotating his options on Wake Up, because it's not like he didn't get hit, didn't get knocked down, didn't get put in the blender, but like
Like
he's doing a
such.
good job of sort of varying up the DP and like just Wake Up mash and like the Wake Up command grab super. This time though, it's going a little different.
Yeah. Macho's like thinking too much. Gotta turn brain off. Let's go.
Rain off, hold up forward. There's the DP
But
though.
so that's kind of what I was talking about last time, where Macho played, where like he saw that the fireball was spent, so they knew after that you had to do something. So the DP was probably a more easily safe choice that he's gonna be able to like hit it instead of whiff on block.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Gets the hit, just into super. Yeah. It was a scramble situation basically. They both jumped and crossed each other over and
pretty
you know,
goofy.
just whoever presses the button first, lands first, whatever, ends up taking a hit sometimes.
Macho doing pretty well that time.
Wow, Ron starts EX dive. It's a safe jump, but just like Lancelot just gets out of situations.
Yeah.
That is so much damage mid.
Good dodge. Oh.
And again, he just I feel like every time on Wake Up, there's almost no reason not to just teleport out on Wake Up, you know, if they have the EX available.
Yeah. It's hard to argue with. But I
Yeah.
mean, we did see Shenanigans punch that one time, but I think he was more like prepared for that situation, or maybe
Yeah.
it was just a fluke. I don't know.
You have to it's like you just have to commit so hard against that. But yeah, Macho takes the second one.
Looks like Shenanigans might be switching.
Yeah, potentially. I'm not really sure what Lancelot's matchups look like, to be honest, but I'd be interested to see who he's going with here. Maybe he's just taking a minute to sort of collect
breather.
himself. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think he was doing pretty well with Beelzebub. I don't think it was warrant. I mean,
He
maybe he
was,
just
yeah.
feels more comfortable with something else. Probably
I
gonna
mean,
be grand.
the first game, Lancelot versus
Oh, Charlotte.
Charlotta.
Even more monkey.
Okay.
Even
Yeah.
more monkey. Let's go.
Go Unga. This is our first Charlotta of the night.
True.
We're getting a really nice character variety. This has been great.
Yeah, you'll love to see it.
You love to see it.
You do. You do. Listen, I don't. As much as I love Dragon Ball, there's a variety problem.
There certainly has been at points in that game's life cycle.
Yeah, it's better now, I'm glad. But I don't want another game to come out and just be like, oh,
Going in with
this-
the DPs right off the bat. And just
Nope.
block balls, full screen. No counter hit there, so he doesn't get the corner combo.
Let's hope.
It's a knockdown with the Rekka, though.
Ooh, tries to jump out, gets clipped.
He's just holding up back here. You know, Charlotta, she's got that tiny little jump arc, so...
I think I found out the
really
reason
get
why he
away.
picked that.
Yeah.
Seems to be that ability specifically to counter the Lancelot. It's a
Oh.
good block.
The wake up super? Nope.
Uh,
The counter hit into
Yeah.
Super Skybound.
is this gonna kill? I don't know.
Oh, just not quite. That was
Good ol'-
super close, though.
Super dramatic.
Spot dodging, fireballs at full screen.
Yeah, just gonna play it safe. Not engage unless he has to.
Oh, but he gets hit out of the recovery of his spot dodge there, I think.
Yep.
Ugh,
Good recognition
so
from
much
Macho.
damage. Yeah.
Really smart. Bit risky too. I
Yeah.
had a feeling Shenanigans was probably willing to like DP that immediately if he had to.
Yeah. Lancelot's fireballs are nice and slow, though. Follow him up really nicely. Demon flip to start off. Okay, teleports out. Wonka ball. Oh, gets the counter hit.
Big damage.
Okay, just jump.
Jumping. Yeah. Gets hit in the corner.
Okay, this is gonna be big
That's
damage
Rekka.
again. Links off the Rekka. Sets up the fireball again. Goes
Nice
overhead. Doesn't get a combo though. Sorry,
Only
he doesn't have a combo anyways.
only combos on counter hit.
Oh, blocks the super skybound. Oh, he just slides. Doesn't get a full punish, but gets the hit afterwards. Closes it out.
Yep. Macho doing really well against Shenanigans Switch.
Yeah, and Macho again looking nice and strong on that Lancelot.
He's a pretty dominating force with it. Hard to challenge it.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, like, I don't know, it seemed like the Charlotta change worked out just about as well as the Beelzebub. You know, he had some
Yeah.
stuff going.
I don't think it was any better or any worse for sure.
Yeah.
I would have preferred he stayed on Beelzebub,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, if he was comfortable with it, I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to say what people are thinking in the moment. Why, if they think it's a better matchup, or they just sometimes even if the matchup isn't any better, sometimes you just think that if somebody's in a mode and then you switch to a character that plays differently, you'll have some sort of mental advantage. You know, could be anything.
If nothing else, I respect the change because it at least gave him some breathing time.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, Macho's showing that he's not gonna waver and just powers through.
Yeah.
Got Elven
All right.
Shadow versus Amerikame.
Yeah. So we're back to Elven Shadow on his fairy, who has been just stomping through winners bracket here. This is another winners quarters match, which is the same as the Macho Shenanigans match. And we haven't seen Amerikame yet, so we will see about the character choice.
Did
Oh,
beat
did I
Callisto
see it?
though.
Oh, it's a Vasaraga. Nice. This is one of the few
And he-
characters we haven't seen so far.
Yeah, like you said, good diverse spread that we got going on.
Yeah, it feels nice.
I'm curious to see what Amerikame's got for us. He did 2-0 Callisto, which means not a slouch, obviously.
Yeah. And this is a matchup that I think, like, as far as like high tier go, I think Vasaraga can play this matchup pretty well. It's tough for him to get the charge off. He's got to sort of retreat to full screen and get it, but Fairy's normals aren't that fast that Vasaraga has like a huge amount of trouble playing against, so you can kind of counter it out. It's pretty good.
Showing he's gonna try and his best to establish his dominance.
Okay,
Nice
text the
technical
throw. For the EX shoulder from full screen. Gets the charge.
I actually don't really know that much about Vasaraga myself, personally, just because of how little I play this.
So the charge is his unique move, and it gives him super armor on the next of his either shoulder charges or stances. Like he has a sort of stance that he goes into that has mix-up moves, or it also gives super armor to itself, as you saw right there.
Super armor to move that gives you.
Yep.
And then, alright, Elvin Shadow gets up this ball for pressure.
Yeah, and Vasaraga definitely, especially with the super, can punish that on activation if he's not knocked down there. So Elvin Shadow did a good job knocking him down and setting it up when he was safe. Oh, EX shoulder is minus 1 or 2 only. It's not... Vasaraga doesn't get advantage off of it, but no matter what distance you hit it at, it's safe. So you can do stuff like that where you frame trap with the super.
That's a really nice option.
Yeah, it's really nice. And it goes full screen, and if you have the charge up, it has armor. Ooh, nice confirm. Oh, yeah. Into the combo. Oh my god. Second stance. He hits so hard in the right situations. He was going for the command throw there, but just gets smashed out on.
Yeah, but I mean, really brave with Elvin Shadow, but necessary to survive that situation for sure.
Yeah, unlike Laziva, he doesn't actually have many clean options into mix-ups for his command grab, so he's way more just about pressure. Nice. Nice on the clash there. Doesn't quite finish it out, though. Gets the armor up. Oh. You don't have that much.
What a confirm. Yeah, I think this is the best thing for Elvin Shadow. He's got to play a bit lame here just to make sure he can get the situation he wants.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. He armored into that, but just didn't have enough to take the hit anyways. So we're in round 3 now. Good game.
Surprising. That, like, oh man, I want to see another counter from Americana personally, just because of how much damage. It's so good to see.
It's so much damage.
This is
Elvin Shadow putting out really good pressure here, though. And Vasaraga, one of, you know, only a few characters who doesn't have any reversal options at all. There's the EX shoulder, and now he's all the way on the other side of the screen. Okay.
That didn't confirm.
So that's actually his command grab there, and if you do it off of if it counter hits like that, they're still in hit stun, so it doesn't work. If it's normal hits or they block, that's a setup, but because of counter hit, it actually didn't work.
Avoiding the situation by
Oh, this is rough. Yeah, doesn't quite make it under it. Yeah, he still had the block stun. Didn't quite get that out in time. Elvin Shadow takes game 1.
Doing really well, doing fair things against Vasaraga.
Yeah, he's looking really good. That was a close match, though.
Yeah, it was. I never really felt like Americana was like counted out. It just felt like he had to wait for his opportunity. But Shadow's doing a good job denying that opportunity.
Oh, nice. So he just swings back into the corner.
Yeah, trying to bait an anti-air for a hit problem.
Doesn't get the charge off. Elvin Shadow pressuring, goes for the overhead, but he was out of... Again, he tries to go for the charge and just gets hit out of it. I think Elvin Shadow's gotten to read that Americana, you don't always have to go for these charges, right? He really likes sort of backing off and going for the charge, and Elvin Shadow has started punishing him for it. He just sort of chases him down when he's trying to get that up. Make sure he only gets it when he's actually safe. There it is.
Get the confirm up anti-air counter hit. Yeah,
Thanks,
played
Elvin
safe.
Shadow. Yep. Gets the charge up again.
Elvin Shadow showing the, like, yeah, I'll let you get armor. I don't really worry about him too much. Like, he's been doing pretty well without it. That honestly, the shoulder charge has been the most correct thing about this.
Yeah, it has. He hasn't really gotten, like, the EX block there. It's really nice because you get, like, a lot of good options on that. Oh, there's the tick grab.
You were just telling us.
Yeah, he blocks it, it works. He gets hit, it can still work. Counter hit, does not work.
Bit of a bummer, but I'd rather a setup than a confirm because, you know, you can really go for the
Very nice. Yeah, and it's very easy. Anyone playing against Vasaraga out there, if you see them go into the stance like that, don't jump. It's super easy to confirm that in anti-air.
Elvin Shadow not following your advice. Says I'm gonna jump in.
I mean, you know, it's okay. If you think you gotta read, it's fine. You don't need to listen. Elvin Shadow's a better player than I am, so.
We don't know, what you say.
So, Amerikame tried to mash something out there after the shoulder, but he's minus, beaten by the stand light.
this match looking pretty dead even so far.
Yeah.
Amerikami doing a pretty good job getting his way in when he needs to.
Yeah. Oh my god, that anti-air was huge!
Hurt box is new. Yeah. Alright, now we wait for the cooldown for the EX shoulder charge so we can get a chance to go back in again.
I mean, he could do EX. Oh my god, and the stand heavy too. It's a matchup, and this is what I was talking about. But a lot of matchups you can't even use that stand heavy because of how slow it is. But Fairy's another character with some slow buttons, so you can sort of leverage options like that he doesn't get to use in a lot of matchups.
Amerikami trying to find some way to reestablish that pressure.
Goes for the command grab again, but that was too far.
Oh, he's gotta go in. Timer. He's gonna
get under that. Oh, he could have gotten under that.
He probably didn't. I don't think he wanted to risk it.
He had the super. You can definitely get under that.
He should.
He's still in recovery, but you know, that's life.
Maybe just not recognizing the situation, or hasn't been put in that situation enough times to.
Yeah, I mean, he might have misread what happened. You not being able to do that, but you know, that's life. It's the pressure in the corner. Goes for the chip.
I feel for Amerikami because I also thought that Elven Shadow was gonna go with the instant overhead.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually now I think that Elven Shadow hasn't really been.
Elven Shadow's old school. Neutral. You know, the Justin Wong school. Just go low every time. Okay, he's going for it again. He's got the setup on the knockdown, so he doesn't get to challenge that. There's the instant overhead. Gets like one hit off the super, but that's enough.
I'm sorry, Amerikami, I did this to you.
So Elven Shadow takes it 2-0 in a competitive set. It was a fun one to watch.
Yeah. Amerikami doing really well for himself. I'm curious to know like how much Elven Shadow knows of this matchup and how much he's just kind of adjusting on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seemed like certain situations he wasn't prepared for, and then like as he played, he adapted to it. But I'm not sure, you know.
Yeah.
Ah. Do you want?
Oh, okay. I don't actually have the stream up. Do you have the stream up?
No.
All right. I'll get this. So you can go ahead and talk about some things while I'm taking care of this real quick. Just give me one second.
Personally, what I'm going to be talking about is how interested I am that Vasaraga, one of the lowest, like, regarded the lowest tier in this game, is, like, clearly, obviously still a threat. We can see Fame doing his due, like, justice with that character in TSB.
Yeah.
And I'm just elated because I love seeing people saying a character has like no chance or is just big struggle hours, and then someone coming through the thick just to prove like, yeah, but I could still win with it though. Obviously,
yeah, for sure.
More emphasizing that that player is good because I mean, sure, the character has weaknesses. We can't ignore like it'd be ignorant to just be like, yeah, obviously that pro player won with this character. He's good.
Yeah.
But I just really, I'm so happy because just seeing every character be viable to be put up against each other, potentially.
Yeah, it's great. And like,
right?
Yeah, people have been talking about it lately, right? I forget who was on Twitter. Somebody, the FGC person on Twitter lately, talking about it. But like, so many people these days are quick to be like, "Oh, that's a 6-4 matchup," you know, get a counter pick for that matchup or whatever. But it's like, you know, these matchups are close enough. You can play them. So many people like to, you know, call the characters low tier and unusable and stuff. But I mean, we're seeing right here just really competitive matches between like lots of different characters.
Speaking of
Fairy and her pets
case,
are gonna go down easy.
reoccurring theme.
Yeah.
Let's see, Grand versus Fairy. I'm
Believe in victory.
not sure.
Battle. One.
Yeah, this is. Do we know who this is?
Not yet.
I can't quite read the online name. It's T-Bola versus Midi.
Oh really?
Okay.
Didn't know he had a pocket grand.
So yeah, he was on the Loane last time. And I don't think we've seen Midi on stream yet. Oh, nice anti-air combo.
Not that I
mid-screen.
know of.
Oh, almost had that pickup.
I will never just be like, like expecting the grand damage. I see it happen and I still get surprised every time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there are a lot of characters who mid-screen they get like, you know, an anti-air hit into a move into like a finisher or whatever. He just carried all the way to the corner, EX boot, you know.
I mean, it's the character that just keeps giving. Oh,
Oh, the counter hit overhead.
yeah, that would have been rough. He would have needed like 50% health to survive that one.
Yeah.
Well, assuming T-Ball knows how to confirm that into death, but I'm just going on assumptions.
Yeah. I mean, it's grand. Can't be that hard, right?
I don't. Just gonna plead the fifth on that one. Not here to make any enemies. You know, just, Bears, you guys have fun. Go nuts for that.
He's putting on pretty good pressure in the corner here. He's gotten a couple like plus range boots. Okay, there's the DP though. Gets him off.
Yeah.
Sets up a dog, but at close range.
He's got. It's a bit hard to get like Grand to stay out with Fairy. I feel because of Boo just being such a good option, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could just do that on reaction to the setup of that move, right?
Yeah. Well, and yeah, it beats like a lot of her options. With Fairy, a lot of the game plan in a lot of matchups is like you're doing the 5H and you're doing the whip, and then the counter to that is roll through, right? And then the counter to people rolling is either 2M or 2U, right? And Grand just kind of boots that stuff, so it can be a little rough.
Like it sounds like a meme, but when you see it in action, you're like, man, it really is just booting through all of your options.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, okay, very nice DP there. It is true that you have to space the boot. You know, it's not like you can just press boot anywhere on the screen like people like to think you can. But it's a really strong option for him, especially in matchups like this. Nice sweep. He gets pressure. Oh, the clash into Rekka. Okay, DP's off the pressure. It looked like a safe jump there, but he got hit. Okay, very nice. Sets it up.
Oh, he tried to do this up, but he just jumps out.
Yeah, you can, you know, the cross-up setup isn't meaty on wake up, so he was just going for some stuff.
Down.
Nice throw. And T-Bola takes the first round of the second game. He's match point now. Yeah, there. Rolls through it. Okay, gets him through there. Very nice. That was the mid version, so we got a combo off of it. Nice boot. Gets her in the corner. Like, already in the corner.
So, yeah, the corner carry is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's one of the great things about, you know, Gran and Catalina that people talk about is you just straight to the corner. Empty jump throw. Goes low. Good blocks.
No confirm off that too well. Yeah, the stare down.
Rolls through. Good break on the throw. Oh, gets hit with the 2L though. Oh, dropped the combo. That could have been game.
Still do this. Oh.
Breaks the throw again.
Yeah.
Just EXDP. Yeah, you can't really jump situation. I mean, you know, you got to try something, right? But
Yeah.
that's tough.
It's a hard one. I would be not maybe unlikely to say Grant maybe has a bit of advantage in this matchup.
Yeah, and that's 2-0.
It's the character that just keeps on giving. And while we have a moment, speaking of giving,
Yeah, I got it in the chat before, but everyone, please, you know, if you can, support the people putting this on. This is awesome of them to arrange things like this. This is, you know, we need tournaments like this right now. I hope you're all enjoying watching it. I hope the players are enjoying playing it. I know I'm enjoying being here. And please, if you can, support your local TOs, streamers, everything.
any little bit helps, you know.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
They do a lot for us, so we can just sit back and enjoy. Appreciate the team. And if you can, you know, spread the link around. Any little bit amount helps them do what they need to do, and just show any appreciation you can.
Yeah, they're trying to do this weekly now, and I know firsthand running something like this, and they, you know, people have talked about it at length. A lot of us do this just out of the goodness of our hearts, for free. So anything you can give to help is appreciated. All right, who do we got next?
I'm gonna bet that's Kizzer.
Yeah, on the Percy, and
Yeah,
then
only one we've seen so far.
Where's the bracket? Oh shoot, pulled the stream up. Sweet, this could be
Oh,
Kizzer.
thank you, Kizzer and Zach.
Kizzer and Zach in the box, yeah.
Believe in victory.
Nice.
Battle one.
Oh, they
Matching
both got the
colors.
internet colors, yeah. Black and red.
Immediately clips him.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen this matchup too much. I'm trying to think of how this will go. Just pushed into the corner, but nice sweep. Swings right out. Ooh, nice confirm.
It doesn't seem to be like too one-sided in either regard.
Yeah, it seems like Kizzer getting a lot of damage though. Fairy's a little bit light, Okay, gets the push back into the dog. Just does the pressure, gets a little bit of chip.
Oh, nice overhead.
Hits the overhead. Wow, the buffer into super, that connects. Very nice.
Very good job.
Battle two. Engage.
Alright, going into the second round. Just right away confirms into the EX. And that's so much damage just for a little 2-hit confirm,
Yeah, it's a pretty good option. I've noticed the thing with Percival is like he's not usually going for super long combos. His damage is like pretty decent. He's just more so going for pressure and then his like occasional fix.
Yeah, nice DP.
Just get the charges.
Yep.
Trying to use his buns against.
Yeah, trying to counter hit some buttons in the corner there. Oh, puts himself in the corner with that dash though. Misses a confirm, but no punishment for Zach.
Surprised Zach was ready for like, confirm up.
Wow, another buffer into that super, and that's the game from Zach. Both of those rounds, it felt like Kizzer was off to a strong start, getting big damage off of some of these confirms, and then Zach in the box just hits buffer into super both times. Plus frames, goes for the grab. Charge, air throw, got her in the corner, counter hit, gets the corner combos, nothing too big, gets the overhead. Okay, nice button there from Zach. How's he gonna make this comeback happen?
Certainly doable with Fairy for sure. Right? Like,
Yeah, the pressure into the dog and he just eats it. And now they're just about even on health. They both got super. And there it is. He just challenges into super, and that's definitely enough. Here it is. Cool guys don't look at explosions.
But I sure do, because man, this is cool.
So Kizzer takes the first round there, and he's trying to bring this back 1-1.
I mean,
Nice
he's also
EX.
shown that he can do pretty decently against it.
Mhm.
I'm not really noticing like anything super. They're kind of just constantly changing to each other's playstyles, which is really interesting to watch, but like hard to get a read of like what needs to be done.
Yeah, really varied gameplay from both of them. Wow, just DP straight through the setup. Nice break on the throw. That was like a perfect break.
Yeah.
No chip damage break. Oh wow, just jumps in with the heavy, goes into super, and that should be it.
Yeah. Good job, Kizzer.
Nice. Kizzer takes the second game in style.
See if Zach in the box can make the adjustment. Fair.
Getting right back into it.
Battle one. Engage.
Yep. Round start button, really strong option for Fairy. There's not a lot you can do against it. Good
Yeah,
dash.
Percival, at that range, he's got to stand heavy, but it's pretty slow. Oh, nice confirm.
Yep.
Instant overhead, into the combo, DPs. Goes back to neutral.
Yep. Has to give up that set play. It was kind of worth it.
Kizzer just mashes auto combo against the jump and takes it.
Right, because there's gotta be really careful.
Okay, install. Oh, it just goes right into it. He's probably expecting the jump in there. A lot of fairies when they install like to go for drill kick, you know, comboed into whatever, but he just went for the buttons. The cross up, very nice. EX run. Doesn't get much of a combo there. Nice throw.
Good spacing because I'm not trying to overextend what range he doesn't have against fairy.
Charge. Gets thrown.
That box looking really strong.
Chip. EXDP. This game could go either way right now. They're both fully stocked on meter. She swings out, blocks that in time. Those are great on very low health, but he's definitely one good touch away from getting Zac as well. Okay. There's the command grab. Gets the corner combo, doesn't finish, and another command grab, and this is definitely it. Just keep it simple. And we are all tied up going into the last round.
Sacred mix of command grab into another command grab.
Command grab into command grab. You know, he hasn't been using that option a lot, both in this game and when we saw him in before. So, you know, him busting that out twice in a row here, it's a good option.
Gonna have to maybe relax on it next time when he wants to close out a round out.
So he noticed there that Zac has been doing a chip move into sweep like 2 or 3 times in a row there, and he just DPs right after the chip. Really good read from Kizzer. Plus frames, she DPs it off. Set up.
Nice challenge.
He just mashes out. Incredible.
Oh,
they both go for the throw tech. DP, yeah, he was a little bit high on that.
So close. Who's gonna get the hit?
Super close. Coming right down to the wire. They both have full meter again.
Kizzer can chill for a bit, but he can't chill for too long. Otherwise, Zac's just gonna go for the chip out.
What's up on health? He just goes for the raw super?
That's gonna hit though.
It
the
hit!
box.
Oh my god, what a read, Kizzer.
Excellent call out, knowing like you're gonna be fairy, you're gonna be pressing your buttons. Fine, you can extend your hurt box as much as you want.
It looked like she was moving there. Was she like rolling or something? I don't know what she got hit out of, but
I'm not sure either.
Kizzer Crate saw something happen there and he went for that super. Really, really nice.
Fantastic job from Kizzer. We got Midi versus Leche next.
Leche.
Man, that was an interesting matchup because like Fairy had typical Fairy things where she's just doing a really strong control over the neutral, doing really strong set play, but like never really felt like Percival didn't have a way to deal with it.
Yeah, that was a really like obviously a super close match, but also really interesting just to watch the play back and forth. You know, both of them trying to counter options. There were some really, you know, really interesting choices made. Like I called out the one time when, you know, Fairy is after her little chip spin move. I think she's like slightly negative, like -1, -2, but she's been sweeping after that because she's at a range where Percival can't really do anything. And then Kizzer just like being +1 or 2 after the spin and just DPing it is just, you know, really, really cool stuff to see.
It's a great example of just like what you love to see in fighting games, in my opinion.
Yeah. All right, so we got Leche on Gran and Midi on the Fairy. Yeah.
We've seen this matchup before. Gran kind of, in my opinion, has the advantage so far, but maybe I can be convinced otherwise.
Yeah.
Battle 1. Engage.
How do you feel about this Gran color?
It's right.
It is. Oh, goes for the instant overhead. Doesn't quite have the timing down. Should be meaty if you do it right, I think. Dodges the fireball.
Spread.
The clash. Gran's got her in the corner. She's just trying to push him out.
Much respecting that DP option, looks like.
Yeah.
Nice dodge.
Oh, tries to roll out there, but gets hit with Gran.
Ooh.
Runs up.
Really nice patience from Leche, not just constantly trying to get
Yeah.
himself hit.
Goes for the boot, just out of range there.
Oh, that could be so bad.
Whiffs a DP. Oh, nice counter hit into the EX pull. Chip. Yeah. 5H hit with a fireball.
And there's
And
boot.
with the counter hit boot.
Now you're in the corner.
There's the boot again. Respects the plus frames. Yes, fireball jumps. Oh, gets over the dog. And Leche takes the first round. Really
Yep.
close again, though.
It's seeming more like many Fairy players need to just try and establish to be in the mid screen as much as possible against Grand and not get to the
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
Which is hard when this move is.
When you-
There you go. Exactly.
Counter hit boot. You know, now you're in the corner. You were mid screen. Now you're in the corner. Oh, there's the overhead. Into the throw. Charges it up. Blocks the DP.
Oh, drops the combo
Pop.
though.
Posturing with the charge into the DP block is really smart there. Oh, the safe jump. It's 5H. Doesn't finish the combo though.
Just trying to space Grand out. Stay safe while doing it. Bait an option possibly.
It's used in the mid whip a lot, which is kind of a cool option. Comes out a little bit slower than the other one, so it can catch them if they're trying to roll through the faster whips sometimes.
Also seeing Leche not using boot as much, trying to reserve it for when he has a
Yeah.
really good read on when Midi's gonna press a button.
Oh, super straight through
Speak
the
of the
whip!
devil. Yeah, speak of the devil.
Man.
If only bet on that one thing working and it paid off.
Wow.
Good move. I mean, yeah. It's a very solid option to punish that
Yeah,
move
I
with.
mean, if you got those options, might as well use them.
I'm not sure if Harry could have punished that even if he would.
The super, you have
Yeah.
to roll Grand Super. You can't punish it on block.
He gets the jumping on him.
Yeah, good combo. Sets up the dog a little bit in front.
Alright, now we're back to what we had almost last round.
Yeah. Gets the free jump in. Nice sweep. Setting up pressure. Gets the instant overhead, but it's a little too early to combo into the
Yeah, but
down
at
in
least
the
he
corner.
established him better in the corner.
Hex the throw. Setting up pressure. Looking really good for Midi here, but he DPs it off.
Yeah, smart move, knowing he had the dog, so he probably want to do like the instant overhead option.
Oh, he was actually too early after the throw tech up.
Oh,
Good block
Nice.
on the super. Way to finish it off. Nice clean round from Midi there.
seemed interesting to see because I think maybe Leche might be. It seems like he's playing a little bit, or they're playing a little bit less patiently.
Yeah.
Text
Nice
it.
tech. Oh, goes for the DP. Techs again.
Good text. Maybe not trying to be risky and whiff an anti-air, looks like.
DP's the pressure. Counter into boot. Yep. Pressuring with the fireball. Blocks the sweep.
Nice anti-air.
Nice 2H.
So the fire. Blocks boot. Punishes.
Okay, yeah, so he didn't respect the boot pressure there. I think he, it's not always plus. It has to be at a pretty specific range, but he didn't respect it there. Oh, the sweep straight to the super. The combos. Into the setup. Stays in front. Chip. Nice block on the Rekka.
Yeah, respecting the option.
Oh, doesn't get the counter hit on the 5H. That doesn't combo.
Oh no!
With the counter hit! Oh, okay. Doesn't get the full combo, so it's not going to kill. There's the super. Is that going to hit anti-air? It is.
Oh,
And Leche now on game point, on match point.
yeah, Leche doing really good at closing out these rounds with the super.
Yeah. Nice 2H there. Charges up the sword. Doesn't go for a combo up.
Probably Probably trying to wait for the situation where he gets to use it more so than just like early combo.
The boot. You just have to like constantly be on alert for the boot, you know?
I mean, it's such a good option. It's hard
Yeah.
to argue that he should just be using it whenever he wants. But I do like seeing Leche being kind of reserved with it, so that like the opponent maybe throws a little bit more normals than usual, but the boot does come out.
Wow, just rolls straight through. Put the dog a little bit in front.
Yep.
That
So-
boot was definitely well spaced. There's the overhead into the throw again. We've seen him times. Oh, the EX boot in the corner straight in super, and that is it.
Yep.
Leche
He was just
takes it.
fishing for
Man.
that one situation with boot.
Just, you know, that's the classic setup, right? Stand at mid-screen for 3 seconds, don't do anything, and then just EX boot.
What a really good set from Leche and Midi.
Yeah.